Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon bringing you guys a reading, but I just wanted to let you guys know that it's not a normal twin flame reading. This is actually a twin flame farewell reading. So if you are in a good spot with your twin flame right now, or you're in this on a healthy journey and you're not really struggling, I would probably suggest not to watch this reading because it could trigger you in a negative way, okay? So this reading is really going to be for people that are having a very, very difficult time on this journey. You've either just gotten on the journey, maybe a person is a twin flame, maybe they're not a twin flame, you're not sure, but all you know is that you're unhappy. You're getting, you're right off the bat, automatically you're feeling very lost, you're feeling very sad, and sometimes that is a part of the twin flame journey because our twin flame is meant to create this within us, so that way we have a chance to heal these things within ourselves, so that way we can become more of a whole person. But sometimes people mistake twin flames for other types of people in our lives. It could be karmic types of situations. It could be just a narcissist that you're dealing with. I mean, who really knows? But that's not for me to really decide here, and that's not what I'm doing here today. But this is also for people that they're aware that they have this twin flame connection. Their twin flame may not be ready, may never be ready, who knows? But they're tired of suffering, or they have done the work and they're just ready to move on. They're just ready to move on. They're not interested in reconnecting with this person, and they just want to move forward in a positive direction. So those are the people that I'm speaking to today, okay? So we're going to go into this outline, which I do offer this reading on my Etsy shop, which is it's a 30-minute reading, and it's just called, Farewell Twin Flame. So we're going to go ahead and go into these cards here, and this has to do with your parting message from your twin flame. But even if it's not a twin flame, just look at it as this is this partner that we're talking about. This is their farewell message to you. I'm using James Van Prawn decks here. This is Spirit Guide messages as well as Talking to Heaven. So we're just going to see what we have in store here. So I'm just going to shuffle these a little bit, and then I'm going to spread them out. Okay, beautiful. So I had to leave that way. So just so you guys know, not all three of these may resonate. Maybe only one message resonates with some of you watching out there. So just, again, take the messages as they resonate with you. I had to leave that way. Some of you, this person may have left you. They may have left you in such a significant way to where it really affected you, as in abandoned you, shut you off, like just shut you out in a major harsh way, as in maybe they blocked you on social media. Maybe they just stopped talking to you and you just don't even understand. You've never heard from this person again. They completely disappeared. You don't know what happened. This person is telling you, I had to leave that way. It just had to be done. But that's also the universe's way of saying, maybe if this person hadn't have left you this way, you wouldn't be at this juncture right now. Maybe you're at this juncture in your life for a reason. Maybe this is going to give you an opportunity to move forward in a more positive direction for yourself. Sometimes when we have people that stick around and they're toxic or they're not ready, all it does is just creates more of a waste of time and heartbreak for us. So this person leaving this way, as dramatic as it may have been or as painful that it is for you, this person had to leave this way is what they're saying to you, okay? I wish I had told you more often how much I love you. So this person is telling you that regardless of the situation, regardless of what they said to you, regardless of how things went down, they wish that they had told you more often that they actually cared for you, that they did love you, okay? So that's their parting message to you, is that the love that they did have for you, it was real, okay? And they wish that they had told you more often, as in they wish that they had spent more time being in that loving energy rather than being in that negative energy or that fear-based energy. So the thing is, for some of you, you may have had a great connection with this person in the very beginning, and then all of a sudden it turned sour really quick, and this person was very distant from you, and they cut you off in a crazy way. So this person really is saying from their higher self, by the way, so this is a person that's already evolved. This is like 5D energy for some of you, but this higher self is somebody who's already evolved. So they're saying to you in a very loving way right now that I wish that I had spent more time being in this loving energy towards you. That's just what they're telling you. So that might be very helpful for some of you to hear that, because some of you may feel this person never loved me. This person never cared about me. And what they're actually telling you is that they did. They may not be in that energy right now in the 3D, but at some point in time, they did feel love for you. This person is also telling you to live your bliss. Don't let this, what's happened here, this abandonment or this major cut off or rejection or whatever has happened, prevent you from living now in your bliss. Moving forward, this person knows you want to move forward from them. This person knows that it's probably a good idea that you move forward from them because they're not ready. They had to leave that way. Things are this way for a reason, okay? So they want you to move forward and live in your bliss. Be in that blissful state. Don't allow any of the negativity that has been created here from them prevent you from living your life to the fullest and living your bliss in this lifetime. They don't want to take that from you. Their higher self is telling you that right now. They don't want to take that from you. Don't allow them to take that from you. Okay? So now we're going to move into the wisdom to be taken from the lessons provided. So this is wisdom that you can take from this experience. Wisdom to be taken from this experience. We have serenity, ground yourself, and self-love. We're going to go over self-love first. Now is the time to love, nurture, and heal yourself. Self-love is not simply a state of mind about feeling good. It's a state of appreciation for yourself that grows and matures from actions you take to support your body, mind, and soul. So the wisdom that you can take from this situation is in the form of self-love, okay? You may not have loved yourself enough or in a healthy way when you entered into this relationship with this person. That might be one of the things that this has taught you. This person is teaching you through this rejection, through these things that have happened, through these things that they may have said to you that have just felt so excruciating on a painful level. This is inducing this self-love, somebody to love themselves more, as if they loved themselves more, they would have never put up with this person to begin with. So sometimes people are meant to be in our lives to trigger us in such a negative way and in such a painful way because it forces us to have to love ourselves. And really that is embodied in twin flames as well, okay? One of the reasons our twin flames are designed, and this is just my opinion, okay, is because it's meant to trigger you in such a significant way to where it forces you to have to go within, period. So this right here is about self, and it's about loving yourself more and at a deeper level. You have to love yourself before anybody else can truly, truly connect with you. So that's what this person has. This is the wisdom that you can take from this situation, is what Spirit's saying. Ground yourself. Being distracted, unfocused, tired, irritated, and impatient are all signs that you're ungrounded. Now is the time to become centered and allow Spirit to help you ground yourself and reconnect with the divine source. So this situation may have caused you to put everything on hold. Self-care, friends, family, other relationships, whatever it is, just taking care of yourself. So you became so ungrounded from this situation because you weren't taking the time to take care of yourself. You were solely focused on this relationship, and that's it. And sometimes that's what ends up happening. We fall in love, we have these intense feelings towards one another, so we are either obsessed with that feeling, so we want to keep continuing on with that feeling, so then we put everything else to the wayside, and then everything else suffers. And then when that person is gone, then we're busy trying to recuperate from this feeling of loss, etc. So again, everything is still at the wayside. So we tend to lose ourselves completely in these situations. So we become ungrounded, and then we become all of these things: irritated, unfocused, tired, impatient, all this stuff, very distracted. We can't even concentrate on our jobs. We can't even concentrate on anything because we're so focused on this other person. So this has also helped some of you. The wisdom that you can take from this is to ground yourself. And the more you're focused on self-love, the more grounded you're going to be as a human being, to where if this person returns into your life later on, or if another person like this, mirroring these types of traits, comes into your life, you're going to be more grounded in self-love to where you may not enter into that kind of relationship. So lesson learned. So this is the wisdom that you can take moving forward from this person. It's very, very good. And then we have the Serenity card, which says, the most important relationship you can have is with yourself. Are you kidding me? Yeah, it's exactly what we're talking about here. This is a time to honor, nurture, and love yourself more by seeking out and removing any negative feelings and emotions that are left over from yesterday. Don't let past issues and resentments interfere with your serenity today. So this is also a lesson for you to, concentrate more on the relationship that you have with yourself. This will create you to be more grounded as an individual and as a human being. That way, when you try to move forward, not only alone, but try to enter into another relationship, you may not have these same issues that come up because you have already conquered these issues. You've already gained the wisdom of this situation. Don't let this situation that happened with this person be for nothing. That pain should be used as a lesson, so that way you don't have to do this shit again, okay? Don't let this be a waste. So it's saying, moving forward, don't let these past resentments that you feel for this person or all this other crap that you feel for this person, don't just put it on the wayside and then just move forward into another situation. No. What Spirit is saying is take the wisdom of these lessons and the pain and everything that this has embodied, take it and learn to go through this pain, to love yourself more, heal yourself more. Don't take these issues with you moving forward, because that's what this one card said, which was live your bliss. You will not be able to live your bliss if you're still holding on to this past pain, okay? So it's about serenity, grounding yourself in self-love, so that way you can have that peace and serenity. So again, Spirit's just saying, don't let your resentments from yesterday affect you today. Don't take this pain with you. So whatever it is, you need to use the wisdom of this relationship, the lesson of this relationship, all the pain and everything that you endured from this person. Use it in a positive way to heal yourself, to ground yourself before you even enter into another relationship, because you don't want to take those same issues and bring them into a new situation. Because you're just going to recreate these same issues within yourself, and then you're gonna still have to do the work. You're still gonna have to do the work. So whether it's in the form of this person that you're trying to step away from, or a new person, you can't escape the work, is what Spirit's saying. So take the wisdom of those messages and apply them today. Steps for self-healing and letting go. These are the surrender cards. What you need to surrender. So steps for self-healing and letting go. Steps for self-healing and letting go. Surrender your fear of change. The universe is reminding you that you are cared for always, whether you're afraid of a change in your job, your health, or a relationship, or if you fear aging or death. Repeat this affirmation: I have faith that all is well. Okay? So when we're talking about steps for self-healing and letting go, what they're telling you is that you must let go of this fear of change. This fear of change obviously is embodying this relationship, okay? So they want you to affirm, I have faith that all is well. That's the affirmation that they want you to tell yourself. So the universe is reminding you that you are cared for always in these changes that are occurring right now. They want you to also surrender your ego. Cultivate gratitude, be of service to others, and come from your heart. A big ego can work against you, but humility will further your goals. And so I'm sure some of you are saying, well, I'm not the one with the ego problem. It's the person that basically was the one that fucked me over. I totally understand that. But the thing is, our egos do sometimes get in the way of how we feel that things should be, how we see things should be fit. As in, well, this person did this to me and they're going to have to pay, and they're going to have, this was unfair. I'm a victim, all this other stuff. That's all ego-based thinking, okay? So when we say ego, it's not always about somebody that's just feeling really good and they're just doing whatever they want and they just don't care about what other people think. That's not the ego that I'm actually referring to when I'm getting this message. This message is just saying you got to get out of that fear-based thinking or that need to blame somebody else for your issues or for your problems. It's about stepping outside of that ego-based thinking. It's also about martyrdom, which is somebody who is constantly in that energy of, well, I did so much for you. And this actually came up yesterday when I did the shadow readings. I did so much for you. How could you do this to me? That martyr syndrome is not going to get anybody anywhere, because the thing is, what you do should be coming from a place of, of humility, which is what's coming up here. It should be an unconditional give to begin with. So if you're doing things for people and you're tallying up the bill, or you are keeping score, that is coming from your ego. That is ego-based giving. So they're saying, moving forward, let go of your ego. Surrender this ego-based thinking or this ego-based giving, because that's what it is. It's about here being service to others, but come from your unconditional heart. Come from a place where you're doing it because you want to. You're not doing it because you want to get something from it, or you're not nurturing somebody and doing and caring for someone because they're going to love you if you do all this stuff for them. Actually, it usually works out quite the opposite. The more we tend to do for other people and we don't take care of ourselves, other people see this and they usually don't respect it. And we think to ourselves, oh my gosh, this person should see how giving and wonderful that I am. Not always the case. And I'm going to tell you guys, it's probably 80% not the case. I've actually fallen victim to this. I used to be one of those people that did a lot of stuff for a lot of people. And I was doing it because I was fulfilling my own ego. It made me feel good because it made me feel like, oh, I'm so awesome. I'm so amazing. These people are just going to love me so much. And then when they weren't, grateful for what I've done, then I would get pissed off because it was coming from my ego. So I'm just using that as an example. So Spirit's saying, surrender your fear of change in this situation. Surrender your fear of letting go or the changes that are currently taking place within you because of this relationship or whatever. And then surrender your ego, as in your attachment to the situation that's coming from your ego. Also, what's connected with your ego is the way that you feel about someone on a physical level. I just got to laugh to myself because you know what? Some of the most beautiful packages, some of the most shittiest things, I guess, in life come in the most beautiful packages. I know what this is like. I really, really do. Some of the most beautiful people that I've ever seen in my entire life are just total pieces of shit. Dog shit for souls, okay? And you can get so caught up with the looks of somebody and how you are attracted to them and how amazing the sex was and all that other shit, and you can convince yourself on every level it was because it was this amazing soul connection. And sometimes you got to pull back and go, was just that my ego because that's just like the most amazing, beautiful person I've ever seen in my entire life, or was it truly a soul connection? I'm just throwing that out there because that could be for some of you what you are like connected to. You're connected to this person from your ego sense, not from a soul perspective. That's just for some of you, okay? Surrender comparisons with other people. So this says, keep your eyes trained on yourself. Focus on your own strengths, attractiveness, and power. So I think some of us tend to compare ourselves to the other person that our either twin flame or our partner left us for, whatever the deal is. We tend to compare ourselves as in, what does that person have that I don't have? This person embodies more beauty or has more money or success than I do. So we tend to feel badly about ourselves because we are comparing ourselves with that other person. Now, this could actually, you just be comparing yourself to the person that hurt you. As in, oh, well, they did all this horrible shit to me and now they're just living it up and they're moving on and they don't seem to care and they just keep coming up in the world and it's not fair. It's not fair. That's all that ego right there. It's just that fear-based. It's about getting caught up in not trusting that the universe has your back, because that's exactly what it's saying here, is that the universe is caring for you. They're changing the situation. They're pulling it away from you because it's not right for you. It's either not right for you at all, or it's not right for you at this time. But whatever it is, it's about trying to step out of this ego-based thinking. And a part of that ego-based thinking is comparing yourself with somebody else, as in, I'm a good person. Why is it my life isn't coming together? That person's a piece of shit. Why do they keep coming up in the world? I'm speaking from personal experience here. I've done this plenty of times to realize that that thinking gets you nowhere. All it does is it disempowers you, and it actually just gives that person more power because you just make them that much more bitchin' in the universe's eyes. If you keep affirming to yourself that that person is just coming up and they never have to suffer the consequences, all you're doing is you're actually doing a positive affirmation for that person, telling the universe how amazing you think that person is and that how they basically are priceless and untouchable. Fuck that. Don't do that. I've done that a lot before for people. And you know what? The affirmations, what's the word I'm looking for? My intentions, the things that I set out into the universe, whether they're positive or negative, are pretty powerful for me. I tend to see things that happen. If I'm really focused on something, my manifesting abilities, that's what I was trying to say, are pretty good, okay? So whether they're negative or positive, they're actually going to play out very, whatever I'm intending. So if you're a powerful person that is a great manifester, the last thing that you want to do is add more amazing power to this person, okay? The last thing that you want to do is affirm to yourself, other people, or the universe that this person is just going to get away with murder and they're just going to not suffer any consequences. They're untouchable. It's not good. So you got to surrender this ego, is my whole point why I'm even going into this. You've got to surrender this ego-based thinking, which is keeping the score or trying to play God, that this person has got to get theirs, they're going to get theirs. By holding on to that anger, it's actually not going to speed up the process of this person getting theirs. You've got to let the universe handle it, okay? You just have to. Now, of course, there are sometimes situations where you are going to, and I'm going to use this as an example, and I don't really mean it literally, but because you can sometimes sell yourself, like sell your soul, I guess, in a way, to the universe or the devil or the whatever you want to resonate with, as in, you hate this person so much, or you're so focused on this person's suffering. And when it comes to spell work, or when it comes to manifesting, when it comes to positivity or negativity, whatever we put out into the world is what we're going to get back. So you may affect this person on a negative level, but guess what? You're now affecting yourself on a negative level. Now you're keeping yourself down. Now you're negatively tying yourself to this person and this situation. So now you're both suffering. Is it freaking worth it? Is it worth it? It might not be. It might be for some of you. I get that. I really do. But it might not be worth it. It might just be better to just let this motherfucker go and move on with your life in a positive way and be happy, instead of negatively tying yourself and the ego wrapped up in this fear and this hate and all this crap that you're feeling for this person, and continuously saying these mantras of, this person is a piece of shit and this person is never going to be happy and all those other things. You can put your energy into that, but you're going to keep your own self stuck, is the point. So I think I've said enough about that. Now we're going to go into the new you once your healing has occurred. This is called the Goddess Oracle. It's very simple, but I just thought it would be good. So whether it's, you're female or male watching this, it doesn't matter. This is just goddess energy coming through once your healing has occurred, who you may be in the future. And I do not know how to pronounce these names, guys. I'm so sorry. Baba Yaga, I don't know if I'm saying that right, but we have wild woman. So again, it doesn't have to be a woman. This could embody masculine energy as well. So this is beautiful because what this is telling me is that the new person, it's like you're going to emerge into this wild woman, somebody who feels free, somebody who's not going to allow somebody to hold them back. They're not going to allow this person to drag them down and keep them from living their life to the fullest. This is about living in your bliss. This is the first message that came up. This is somebody who is not letting anything hold them back. And they're no longer letting the fears hold them back either. They're actually this new person. So this is Callie. This new person or new energy is somebody who is not afraid to face their fears. They're actually letting that fear-based thinking go. They've dealt with their ego, so now they're taking it on. They're powerful. They're not going to allow this fear to hold them back from being this wild woman and being in that wild woman energy. And we have the card of beauty, and I don't know how to say it, so I'm not even going to pronounce that goddess's name, but this is the goddess of beauty. It's beautiful, as in this person, whoever you were dealing with, did not take away these things from you. You have battled this fear. You've battled the ego, and because of it, you are a wild woman now moving forward, living in your passion, living in your full power, and you feel beautiful once again. You did not let that or allow that to diminish your beauty, your physical beauty, the beauty of your soul, all of it. You're moving forward in a very powerful way. So that's short and sweet, but it's a powerful message. So now we have the new possibilities and opportunities that are on the horizon for you. So what I'm going to be using is the Fairy Tarot by Doreen Virtue. Okay, so the new possibilities and opportunities on the horizon. Okay, so the first card that I want to actually go over is the Ten of Winter. I'm going to read it. The resolution of difficulties, a weight lifted off your shoulders, the end of an addiction or codependency. This is the Ten of Swords energy. I love it because it means it's the end of a cycle. You can finally move forward. You can let it go. You can let go of this addiction or codependency finally. So it's fantastic. So these are the possibilities and opportunities that are on the horizon for you once you let this situation go. We do have the Five of Winter here. It says, walking away from dishonest associations, realizing that what you thought you wanted isn't the best choice for your happiness, something that's not worth the effort. That is amazing. So that's the thing, is once you get into it, finally accept this, that this is probably just not the right choice for you right now or at all, okay? You can finally cycle this out. You can be at the end of the cycle. You can close this chapter. You can move forward, okay? So these are the things that you have to look forward to. We have the Ace of Spring, Eight of Spring, and Three of Autumn. So I'm going to read the Ace, which is the Ace of Wands. It's time to take action. Be fearless and happy. Pursue your most treasured dreams, amazing career opportunities. I think it's awesome that we have the Wild Woman, because the wild woman is full of passion and full of fire. So this is you, remember, in the future. It's beautiful. And then we have the Eight of Spring. So this is about moving forward and having a lot of things and a lot of choices and just a lot of energy around you. Sometimes it can be stressful, which is why it says stress that comes from having many things happening at once, successful multitasking or tasking, sudden events or changes. So to me, this is forward movement. The Eight of Wands is a card about we are moving forward at a fast pace. Nothing is holding us back, like that wild woman energy. This is also about the law of attraction, the universe bringing things to us, many things at one time. Because we're feeling so good and we're vibrating now at a higher frequency because we've let this shit go, now we are being able to move forward. We've got all these possibilities in front of us. So it's a lot of great opportunities. And the Three of Autumn says, follow your passion when it comes to your career. Be the best at what you do. Being compensated for your creative talents. So the threes for me always represent coming together, possibly with other people, and you're working on something. So this could actually be people that are now tending to things that they've been wanting to do for quite some time. Projects, their own business, their crafts, their talents, whatever it is, or possibly a new career or a new job. Now they have more time to tend to taking care of themselves in the 3D world. But whatever it is, they're enjoying their environment, they're feeling good, they're creative, they're moving forward. It's all positive, people. All positive. Fresh new starts and new beginnings here after we let this shit go. We no longer want it. We no longer desire it. It wasn't what we thought it was going to be, so we're closing out this chapter. We're done. We're over it. We're done being addicted to it. We're done with the codependency of it. Good news. Okay, so how to learn to love again. So we're going to use the Angel Tarot by Doreen Virtue. How to love again. Let's see what these cards have to say. How do we love again after dealing with this person? Oh, I love it. Okay. So I'm going to talk about these this one difficult card first. An illusion of being trapped, a lack of self-confidence, afraid to take action. Okay, so what I want you guys to see here is that this is about how to love again. Okay, we already know this is coming up for you. These are the possibilities. So the Eight of Air is that feeling of feeling trapped, but we do it to ourselves. There really isn't anything that is constricting us except for the entrapment of our own minds. Okay, so an illusion of being trapped. Please remember, it is an illusion that you're trapped. It is an illusion that you cannot move forward in a positive direction and away from this person or this toxic situation or these feelings. A lack of self-confidence. That's again another reason why that you may feel like you can't move forward. But we already know what these wonderful cards that we saw. You have the embodiment of the Wild Woman and the Beauty card. We also know that a part of the wisdom of the situation was self-love. And so the more that you take care of yourself, the more that you heal yourself from this situation, the more self-confidence you're going to have, so that way you do not have to be in this self-delusion of I'm trapped, I can't move forward, I can't forget this person, etc. So afraid to take action. One of the reasons that you may be afraid to take action, of course, is because you're lacking that self-confidence. You're lacking the ability to apply the wisdom or of the lessons that should be applied. Okay, so you're only holding yourself back is what Spirit's saying here, because the Eight of Spring is actually what's possible for you. That's what's possible for you. So I don't think it's an accident we have two eights here. We also have the Six of Air. Beautiful card. Things are looking up. The end of a difficult situation. Possibly taking a trip. So I love the Six of Air because the Six of Air is a card where we are moving away from difficult situations. We no longer want to suffer. We want to move away from things that are not working for us. So this is how to learn to love again. Simply, you have to take action. You have to remove yourself from this entrapment of your mind. And the way to do that is to work on self-healing and to detach from all the things that came up as things that you needed to let go of. Okay? So the Six of Air is giving you that confidence that you can do that. Once you move past this delusion or illusion of your mind, you can now move forward into something wonderful and positive. The Empress card. Beautiful. Lavish abundance, giving birth to your dreams, nurturing yourself and others. This is how you're going to love again, is by loving yourself. It is, to me, very similar to this card here of self-love. This is a true Empress, somebody that feels beautiful. We have this card here. I want to bring it up again. All these cards are coming up together. She embodies just the beauty. She feels good about herself. She loves herself. She takes time to nurture herself. And because she has taken the time to nurture herself and she is now loving herself in a very more, let me take this, grounded way. Now she's feeling grounded. Now she has the ability to give to others and nurture herself and others at the same time. She can healthily give others her time and her love, okay? Because before, it may have been lopsided because she was giving too much to this toxic situation. She gave all of her power away. So what Spirit's telling you with this card is that this is how you're going to attract love, or how you will learn to love again in a healthier way, is by taking care of yourself and loving yourself first, and keeping energy on reserve for yourself, and grounding yourself, lavishing yourself with the abundance. This is about also being in your own, like creating your own abundance in the world. Taking the time to smell the roses of your own environment, not looking outside of yourself for happiness. This is really truly the embodiment of self-love and self-perseverance. As in, because you feel so grounded and you've taken the steps to heal yourself and take care of yourself, you're now living in abundance. And when we're living in abundance, people that are around us, we can give to them in a healthy way. We're more grounded now. Okay? So this is just about feeling really, really good with your environment and what you're doing in this life. It's about giving birth to your ideas. This is about living your dreams, taking the time to do things that you would like to do. That 3 of Earth card that just came up here. And then, of course, the Wands are all about creativity and feeling very abundant and doing things that make you feel good in the material world. That is also the Empress. So it's very, very beautiful. So also, this is a way that you're going to learn to love again. The Queen of Water. I mean, it can't get much better than that. So you want to be tender-hearted, empathetic, patient, and loving. Relationships develop to a new level because of this healing that you've done. Trust your intuition. Care for yourself and others. So you can. So I really feel like that's why this message is coming through, is in you will embody this Queen of Water energy again, okay? Not all is lost. If you really take the time to love yourself and ground yourself and be more grateful for the things that you have already existing in your life, rather than looking for happiness outside of yourself, you will embody this Queen of Water. So I think it's interesting that we have something about caring for yourself and others and nurturing yourself and others. So you might just be a very naturally giving person, and that's not a bad thing. So what I want to say about that is, for some of you, you may be so beat down that you think that these giving and loving ways about you are wrong. The thing is, you just lined yourself with the wrong person, a person that either didn't appreciate those things about you or they rejected those things about you. Whatever it is, you may feel completely like, oh my gosh, I just gave way too much of myself. And you probably did, but it was in an ego-based way. This is telling you that once you take the time to heal yourself, that you can finally now healthily care for yourself, and then you can care for others. If that is just the natural person that you are, that doesn't have to be a negative, but you got to be more in balance with yourself. And then we have the Ace of Water, falling in love, or the resurgence of a relationship, spiritual growth and enhanced intuition, a new home. So how to learn to love again. Going through all of these things is going to bring you new love, is what this card is telling you. This is about spiritual growth as well, okay? So taking the time to nurture your spirituality, taking the time to grow in a spiritual perspective, spiritual healing even, okay? So this is just beautiful because it really just showcases where the start of the issue is, and it takes you through the growth and what to do, what you will embody in the future, and then what you will attract in the future. It's very good stuff. So let's go ahead now and take a look at, will there be new love? Will there be new love? So I've actually combined a few decks here. So the decks that I've combined are the Energy Oracle, the Enchanted Map Oracle, the Angel Messages from Your Angels from Doreen Virtue, the Romance Angels, the Fairies, and I think Wisdom of the Oracle. So a few. So Colette Baron Reed, as well as the Energy Oracle, which I'm not sure who created that one, and Doreen Virtue. So I'm just letting everybody know. Okay. So, will there be new love? And if there is new love, how may it develop? How may it come at us in the future? Let's take a look at this. So I'm actually going to divide these decks because it's quite big, and we're just going to see. So I'm going to take 3 from each deck. 3 messages. So there's 1. And there's 2 and 3. So that's done. And then we'll do these. One, two, three. Oh, actually there's, you know what? I'm not going to take those because they're all the same cards and I'm just not feeling that that was accurate. I think they were stuck together because they're the same card stock. Okay, there's one and that one. Okay. All right, let's see. Okay, so when I ask Spirit, will there be love? They're indicating there will be romance. You will feel romantic feelings again for another person, okay? It may not be the same intensity that you felt with either your twin flame or this person, okay? Because this particular person that you're trying to disconnect with right now was meant to trigger you in such a way to where it literally feels like the depths of your soul will never be the same. It's meant to be that way to trigger you so that way you can do that major healing that you need to do. So try not to base the rest of your connections on this connection that you felt with this person, okay? Because it might be in an unhealthy way that you are feeling these sparks or this energy connection with that person. It might not be unhealthy. It could just be in that way where there is a soul connection, but that doesn't diminish what you will feel in the future for a new person. So I definitely see that for some of you that there is romance on the horizon for you. There is. So what we also have here is be honest with yourself, okay? It says, look into your heart and you will know the truth of this situation. It's safe to admit the truth to yourself. And it says, for we will support and guide you through any necessary changes. Lean upon us for courage and the strength to take good care of yourself. Focus only upon your true desires and they'll come to you upon angels' wings. So your angels here, as far as will there be new love, they're telling you to be really honest with yourself about your situation. Be very honest with yourself as to why you would either want to bring a new partner into your life or why you are leaving this partner behind. So for some of you, this may give you an opportunity to be really honest with yourself about what you really truly want to do moving forward. But then we also have the card of walking away, as in this new connection or this new romance may not be experienced unless you leave this partner and walk away from this situation. So maybe before you walk away, you really need to have that honest talk with yourself to say, am I ready to do this? Is this something that I want to do? Do I want to bring in a new person, etc.? What is it that I'm doing here? But the message really is about, will there be new love? There will be if you walk away from this situation. Okay? Attraction. So this to me is a beautiful card because it talks about self-care, love, and beauty. This to me embodies the Empress, okay? So the more that you take care of yourself, the more attractive you become in the universe. So it says you attract romantic love by enjoying your life, basically. It says this moment fully, but enjoying your life in general. So the more that you're in this energy of feeling good, your vibration is suddenly raised to where now you're irradiating this attractiveness that you may not have felt for a very long time. And so the more that you take care of yourself, the more that you indulge yourself possibly. This could be in the form of, beauty treatments, spa treatments, just relaxing. Also, play dates with friends, having more fun, giggling, being a child again. That's why this card is coming up, because it's really telling you to get more into a playful energy, lighten the energy. Your energy may have been so dark for so long, connected to this individual. And so it's been very hard for you to be lighthearted and play, okay? So this card is also coming up here as you may decide moving forward that you want to do something that is fun. This could embody like a class or something that's just playful and fun. This could be where you meet this romantic partner, going outside of your comfort zone, going back to, it could be somebody from the past as far as somebody that you knew when you were a child even, okay? So that's when the play card comes in. I got to think about children. This could be also somebody that has children or you have children and there's a connection with the children in some way. or there is some kind of an opportunity for children to play, and that's where you meet this person. That could be even at 2. But the more that you get in touch with this playful side or this inner child within yourself and just let loose and have fun, the more that you will be able to attract this partner into your life if that's what you're looking to do, or just attract the right people or opportunities into your life. But we do have the healing family issues. So it's telling you that your love life will benefit as you forgive the past. Now, this says parents, but it's not just about parents. It could be family of origin issues, but this is just about healing things from the past period. Now, the thing is, and I'm not a freaking counselor, so take what I say with a grain of salt, but I mean, they say that everything about us really stems from our childhood, but some people have had a wonderful childhood and they still have these issues. So I'm not sure if that's always the case. But the thing is, there could be some kind of an issue that stems from your past. So I don't always want to say it's just with your parents or family. This could just be any kind of experience that you have had in the past that needs to be healed. It could be the reason that you have even entered into this situation with this person, because this was a toxicity that you were replaying from your childhood or from some sort of abuse that you have endured at some point in your life. Now, when I say abuse, it doesn't always have to come into the form of physical or somebody who's yelling at us or anything like that. It could just technically be something where you see the relationship between you or the relationship between your parents, and it wasn't actually the best relationship, but it just kind of seems like that's normal to you. And so those are the kinds of relationships where you play it out, where you just deal with somebody's shit just to get through the day. You're super compliant, whatever. That could also be an issue moving forward, as in now you've learned this concept of just dealing with something now, just kind of going with it because you just have to. And sometimes that can be unhealthy because it's not really resonating with your highest self or highest good or what you would like moving forward with a successful partnership. So will there be new love? I do see that there will be new love for some of you. So these things here are things to consider if you want to bring in this new partner. Okay? And to finish up this reading, which obviously did not embody 30 minutes because I felt the need to really go into a lot of different things. This is messages from Spirit. I mean, all these messages have been from Spirit, but these are just the final messages from Spirit when it comes to closing out this reading. And these are the angels, gods, and goddesses Oracle from Tony Carmine Salerno, I believe his name is. Okay. I just feel like doing 5, so I'm going to do 5. Beautiful. We have the angel of healing. The angels have felt your sadness and have shown up today to send you healing. Wow, what a beautiful ending message for this reading. So the angels are telling you that they feel your sadness and today they want to send you healing. So this is just about, your angels are very present in this reading, giving you that message that they are working on this healing with you right now. That's beautiful. And then we have Goddess of Awakening. This is a wondrous time of exploration, romance, and creativity. We already saw that there's creativity on the horizon for you. We obviously see already that there's romance on the horizon for you. So things are being awakened within you, okay? That goddess of wild woman and beauty. I mean, this is really embodied in this card. Goddess of Awakening, you're being awakened to this wondrous time of exploration, romance, and creativity. That's beautiful. Goddess of Knowledge. It says start to apply what you already know. Trust your intuition, okay? So for some of you, you already know what you're doing. You already know what to do. You've known for quite some time. You just may not have had the strength or the courage in order to apply it. So what they're telling you is that you already have tools in your box to use. All you got to do is pick those cards up, or I'm not cards, pick those tools up now and start applying these tools to your life. So this could be old belief systems. So what I'm getting from this is some of you may have used a certain healing modality before, or you've used some sort of mantra or affirmation, or you used to go to a specific place or have certain things done that were very healing for you. So apply this knowledge to this current healing process, okay? Tap back into the things that used to work for you, or tap back into the things that you already know, as in, you know what, I already know what this situation is, or I already know to trust the universe or spirit or my guides or my intuition, whatever that is. They're just telling you to trust what you already know, okay? And then we have God of conflict resolution. You are being encouraged to walk away from a current conflict. I'm telling you, it's not an accident at all that we have several cards now that are coming up in the form of the same words, walking away. So this is telling you, you are being encouraged to walk away from a current conflict. So even if for some of you it's temporarily, it doesn't matter. They're still encouraging you to walk away from it because its the current situation cannot be resolved at this present time. Okay? Angel of self-worth. Wow. Self-love and self-worth. Remember the self-confidence, everything. So this is another message. You are currently undervaluing yourself. It is time to regain your self-worth. Wow. So again, this person or this relationship may have caused you so much grief that it caused you to really undervalue yourself, to put up with something way longer than you should have. It's not about beating yourself up over it now. It's not about holding this person responsible for your pain, etc. Okay? It's about getting out of that ego-based thinking and moving forward and trying to heal yourself, not stay attached to the situation. If you want more conflict, you want to stay stuck, you can do that. But you're being encouraged to detach yourself and walk away, so that way now you can awaken. This healing can occur. You can let this healing end, so that way you can now be awakened to these new experiences, because you're only holding yourself back by trying to hold this person accountable or trying to keep the score even. When we do that, we're playing God, and all we're doing is hurting ourselves. All we're doing is shackling ourselves to the pain and the situation of this person. So it's about saving yourself by detaching and walking away. And I just want to say again, it doesn't mean it has to be permanent. So for some of you, I'm not telling you to permanently detach from your twin flame. If this person is meant to be in your life, they will either return or the universe will bring the two of you together. But in the meantime, the people that are watching this video are probably people that are really needing to detach because they need to get a hold on their lives and a hold on their own healing and on their well-being. And so you're just being encouraged to detach for the present time, so that way you can get a hold of these things. You can start the healing process. You can start to reawaken to the things that are available to you. And that might be in the form of creative experiences where you're just feeling better about yourself. It could be in the form of romance for some of you, if that's what you are interested in. But I just want you guys to know that all of the 6 cards that I pulled out, there was only one card here that said romance, okay? So for some of you, it may not be the focus for you. It may just really be about your own healing, having a better time, walking away, having these conversations with yourself, feeling better about yourself. So I just want you to know, out of those 6 cards, there was only one card that said romance. So it might not be a huge focus for some of you. So it doesn't have to be a focus. This is not saying if you let go of this relationship that this is going to bring in romance. It will if you want it to. If you want that, it will be available to you. But if you don't want it, you won't need it. So you won't choose it, or it won't show up because you're more focused on your own healing. Okay. So anything that came up here today, just take it as it resonates. Again, these are just the energies right now of your situation. I hope that it was helpful for some of you that needed to hear these messages today. It was all just done with the best intentions as far as your own healing is concerned. It's not telling anybody that their twin flame is a piece of shit, or that they need to get off of this journey, or any of that stuff. It really is just meant to inspire you to take better care of yourself, so that way you can get a hold on your own life once again and take back control in a healthy way. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this reading, and I will catch you guys next time. Thanks. Take care.